Welcome to our channel, where today we're diving into a tale that sounds more like a Monty Python sketch than a chapter from a history book. It's the story of Joan of Leeds, a nun with a flair for the dramatic and a desire for, let's say, less spiritual pursuits. Our story unfolds in the 14th century, deep within the archives of the University of York, where historians stumbled upon a scandalous revelation hidden in the margins of a dusty register. A marginal note, penned in Latin in 1318, introduces us to Joan, a nun who apparently had enough of convent life. Archbishop William Melton's words paint a vivid picture. Joan impudently cast aside the propriety of religion and the modesty of her sex. How did she escape, you ask? In a plot twist worthy of a medieval heist movie, Joan crafted a dummy in the likeness of her body. That's right, she faked her own death to avoid the nun's habit and pursue what the Archbishop colourfully described as the way of carnal lust. With the help of some not-so-saintly accomplices, Joan pulled off a bogus burial. The Archbishop lamented she had no shame in procuring its burial in a sacred space amongst the religious of that place. Now a fugitive from her holy vows, Joan was said to have turned her back on decency, seduced by indecency, as Melton put it. She wandered at large, to the notorious peril to her soul and to the scandal of all of her order. You might think Joan's story is unique, but runaway nuns weren't as rare as you'd imagine. Take Cecily, another nun from St. Clement's Priory. In 1301, she met some men at the Priory gate, ditched her habit, and rode off to Darlington for a 3-year adventure with Gregory de Thornton. These stories, buried in archbishops' registers, are now being brought to light thanks to the painstaking work of historians. But there's a catch. We often don't know how these tales end. Joan's fate, like many others, remains a mystery. What we do know is that the lives of medieval nuns were more complex and, dare we say, more adventurous than we often imagine. Joan of Leeds may have traded her vow of obedience for a life of uncertainty, but her story certainly adds colour to the monochrome view of medieval convent life.